Let's talk about books, Shody. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the weird things and the good things that we read. Let's talk about books.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent Book Club. Shelly, you look so excited about your new book. What do you have?
It's the one I'm reading from Ashley Manley, Forever and Back.
Forever and Back. Oh,
I love it. I love it.
good.
I wish it was an audio. Sorry, Ashley. I wish these were an audio so I could get them done real quick. But I'm loving that it's slowing me down and I'm sitting down and reading.
It's that summertime. That's when you got to sit down and read, guys. You got to sit down and read.
I had the cutest text from Shelby Schreiber. Remember Blast from the Past?
Pickleball Shelly Schreiber.
Yeah, she we're gonna try to get her on to come in and interview and tell us all about her amazing journey. And
yes.
she just does so much. But she was in a bookstore and she goes, I know you love to read. She texted two of her friends and said, hey, what do you recommend? I'm in this big warehouse bookstore, give me a list. And so we had this cute little conversation.
Oh, I love that. Great idea.
Yeah. And so I enjoyed being part of the conversation and just everybody's recommendations from for her to pick up. And she was at Oprah's The Godmother's Books in Montecito. And the recommendations, I was like anything from Ruth Reichel, No Bad Parts, The Mountain Is You, Body Keeps the Score, the ones I always mention. Somebody else recommended The Descent by Johnston and The Measure, which is great.
Yes.
And The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is also incredible. And I just loved the conversation. They were, have you been to Powell's in Portland and all the big bookstores that everybody
I love that
kind of travels to. And I think that's a fun conversation, is like, tell us your favorite bookstores.
I love that.
And send us pictures of when you get to those bookstores and get to gobble up a bunch of books. And and I try to now on the podcast we're allowed to identify a location for the podcast, and so when the book club, I always try to put Book People or Half Price Books or the different bookstores, the East Austin bookstore, and
beautiful.
Just kind of share those locations so people know about them. And so we want to hear about all the bookstores.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love a bookstore. Also a great library. I think the one that we have right off of Northland and North Loop area over by La Mancha is so great. I love that bookstore. It was an old movie theater. It's called the Americana. It was turned into a bookstore. Gosh, I think in the end of the 90s into the 2000s. It took a long time, but it's so beautiful. I've always kind of wanted to work there because,
and it is a public library.
It's a public library. So public libraries, bookstores, I love to hear where everybody's getting their read on. Get your read on.
Yeah. and I've mentioned this, I believe, before. The public libraries have the seed adoption. They have all these plant seeds that you can go and adopt them and put them in your gardens and stuff like that. I don't think people know everything that's going on in the public libraries. We should do a share on that, because they all have story times for littles and then story times for bigger kids. And meetups and game nights and stuff like that. There's so much going on in the public libraries. And I mean, when the kids were young, that was such a
gosh. We went to every public library. We were so into it, and we would just stay there for like hours, especially escaping the Texas heat. It's a great thing to do in Austin, is just go to a library, and then you can go snuggle up with a book, meet the librarians, meet the locals in the area. And then if you have youngsters, like Shelly was saying, it's like, get involved in that. It's such a great way to really connect with people, for sure.
And the craziest thing, not to keep bringing it back to Ashley Manley.
Why not bring it back to Ashley Manley? She's a badass. I love this independent book writing, and I'm seeing it more and more, and I'm super excited about it. What am I going to say?
She has a whole section where she's talking about, she's an older mom with younger kids, and she's doing book time, and some of the judgmentalness that happens between the moms, and her boys are real rowdy, and so how that's not always comfortable in a library. And so
oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how many places Harry got kicked out of. It's crazy. I mean, please. It was kind of our thing. It's like Shelly as an adult getting kicked out of things.
Same, yeah. We have that same nature. We're ornery like Jen McKinney.
There you go.
But anyway, it was kind of fun that she was just finally like, I'm done with this. This is not a happy place for my kids. We're going to go to the park instead. And so,
that's too bad.
Yeah. And so, but anyway, timely. We have so much going on. It's the end of the school year. It's so much excitement happening.
Everybody's retiring. Everybody's moving on. Everybody's moving on.
Yeah,
I love it. And then
pictures and graduation pictures. So exciting.
Shelly, tell me, where did you go last night?
So this will be last week. When you hear this, we celebrated Carrie Keith's birthday, and
she's so funny and cute.
Yeah, yes, and Carrie has she's an interior designer, and she has a very unique taste. She loves to find that unique piece, and the gifts that she received were so like spot on.
Oh, good.
And she's such a good gift receiver. And she loves like animal heads and those unique
we're
gonna have to get her to send a picture, because it's some cool stuff, and everybody was very, this group is so good. It's part of the Empty Nesty group, and that people are very, very thoughtful on
they are.
Yeah,
I have to
really listening. Yeah,
y'all really like go all out on gifts. Now, I'm not saying spend a ton of money. I'm saying y'all really think it through, like how to really show your friend on a whole new level. So I am impressed with that. It's something I'm really like, that's pretty cool. That's really awesome of y'all.
Well, it is. I'm like the dudder of the gifts, because I do listen, but I don't like to shop. And so I know she's been spending some time after tennis going to backspin. And so I just got her a gift card to backspin.
Oh, I'm sure she'll love that. Don't even I'd be like, that's such a great gift. Thank you for thinking of me.
Oh, very, very funny. And hey, I'm speaking of gifts. If anybody wants to donate to the podcast, we now have a PayPal link that you can just tip us, send us a tip, and it's on the top of our page. It says donate, and
smart way to go, Shelby.
If you're interested, please
do. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not? We're bringing you all this goodness, all these good people. Yeah, feel free to donate.
I know this is in the past, but if you did not listen to Egon's interview, go back and listen to it. I want to deep dive into the mafia with him.
I know.
Or maybe have Conspiracy Farm, Vincent, and Egon go together and talk about the mafia. I'm really fascinated with that stuff.
Yeah,
I think that stuff is fascinating.
And Vincent's been working so hard
at
Conspiracy Farm.
Shelly. I'm like, oh, when the pupil surpasses the educator, I'm like, dang, go for it, dude. He can teach me some stuff. How he does all the music in there, I'm just like,
oh, fun.
I am loving it. His voice is hypnotizing. It comes on at 2 a.m. on Sundays generally. And so you really want to kind of get involved in that. I think he is so interesting. I love hearing his stories, going on the digs in Italy and Sicily. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what an opportunity. He is a great writer. He edits papers. He's very, very gifted. He's highly intelligent. So maybe he's tapping into something that I can't even get on that threshold. So interesting.
He's loving it, and we are looking at sending him out of the nest on July 1st.
July 1st.
He'll have a standalone podcast, and that makes room for other podcasters to join Shody Media under Adjacent until you get your bearings. And we are in talks with Pam Walsh and others about coming on board and collaborating with Sessions, which is it's a podcast that's been around for a while here in Austin that talks about therapy practices for therapists. And great program. We're actually going to interview them this coming week. And we're so excited to partner up with them, and all these Shody Media connections is just so exciting and fun, and we are really loving the journey.
Really super fun. I love like when people ran into you'll have to Stromberger. Was it Emma's dad who teaches
Clayton
through Clayton teaches William Shakespeare plays. He came to Zilker. His kids went to Zilker. He came today and he stopped me and he goes, "Tell me about that podcast." And I said, "Well, you'll just have to listen to it." And I'm like, get on board.
Yeah, we would love to interview Clayton Stromberger.
Yeah, he looks exactly the same. He has not aged at all. And he came out to work with our fifth grade students on some William Shakespeare play stuff. And I remember him doing that with all of our kids. And what a gifted human he is. So
yes, and he's always been part of Windell, which is a summer program where they put on quite a few plays, William Shakespeare play, and we haven't experienced. I mean, Hayden's been to a lot of Windell events because he's very close friends with Clayton's son Augie.
That's right.
And so he's always participated in Windell, and Windell program ties in with schools, across Central Texas. It's an amazing program. So I would love for Clayton to come on and share everything they're doing, and
it's really impressive when you see your kids putting on a Shakespeare play. It's incredible. We've seen it. I've been at so many of those different productions, and I'm impressed with what he teaches kids and how he teaches them in bite-sized, consumable, like a little appetizer to get their little taste buds going on the Shakespearean journey, as well as becoming a performer, possibly in plays and in different arenas. So I've always been a big fan of the family. So I was super excited to see him. It was like seeing an old friend coming over to your house. It was really nice. And like I've told y'all, I have this thing where I compartmentalize people. And so when he walked in, I was taken back to the early 2000s, I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I just went back in time, but it was so worth it. I love
20 years ago.
Yes.
Wow. And Emma, their daughter Emma, just graduated from the University of Texas.
She's of course she did.
Yeah. And she does that bike. We need to interview her as well. She does that bike ride to Alaska for leukemia.
Wow.
Yeah. They're a family of badasses.
They are good people.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want at your school to start the program for Shakespeare, you got to contact Shelly and she will get you in touch with him.
Stromberger.
And incredible. So for my I'm just winding down this school year. I had my possible last art. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it is. And then I finished up my progress reports, which is a lot of work, but I'm so happy it's done. And my kids gave me Local Woman Missing. It's a thriller. I think I have talked about it a little on the podcast, but basically it takes you down a lot of twists and turns. It's a very interesting, crazy book. It's a lot of women getting kidnapped. Scary. And then it talks about how they all are connected. And I like books like that, Shelly, that you'll have a character, in one area connected, doing something with another. I like it when their lives kind of intertwine in some way. And I do like a twist and a turn. It's a great book. Also, it's a beautiful book. It's a really pretty, like hardbound book that the pages are really gorgeous. It takes you into a foresty area and you can see it on the binding of the book. So I love books like that. I would recommend it if you haven't read it. And then I'm going back in time because I haven't had the time to read so many books recently, but I have read the Jodi Picoult book, The Storyteller, a while back. This was a while back. But if you haven't read her books, please take a deep dive into these beautiful books. It goes into talking about this baker who has some issues. She had some scars on her face from an accident, and then just how she is embedded into the Jewish struggles during World War II. It's really a great book during the Holocaust. I would recommend it. The Holocaust was such an awful time in history, but I like that these authors really, they weave in so many great characters who are strong, dynamic, savers of other people who maybe look past their own issues to save other people and help other people and use their strength. So these characters, I think, are just amazing. So take a little time to look into The Storyteller. It's a beautiful book. It's really well written. It's a definite top book on the worth reading. And then we are getting close to our clap out and our graduation and everything that goes with that. A lot of people are moving on to new journeys at Zilker, a lot of babies being born, a lot of people retiring, people moving on for various reasons. But I'm so excited about everybody's new adventures, and I wish everybody the best, that we're almost done. And Shelly, you are working on some getting together in IRL things. So you guys keep on the listening ears for some potential. I think it seems like it's a almost a done deal, right, Shell? So what do we have coming up?
I would go ahead and say save the date.
Save the date.
Save the date for June 3rd. We are going to, at the very least, go to Vintner's wine shop, the number 2 wine club in Austin. And they get wines from Serendipity from Troy Kuhn. And we're gonna do a little wine tasting there and stop in Adorn and just hit the area over there on Bee Caves. Go have some gourmet pizza at Mari's and just explore that area. It's going to be great. And anybody that comes and shops in that area on June 3rd, if you send us a copy of your receipt for anything that you spent, you're going to be added into a raffle for stopping by and shopping. And hopefully most of the hosts of the podcast that Shody Media, most of us will be there, and you'll get to meet your podcast host. I believe we will have some of the hosts from Las Comadres. I know Jason, Ladies of Left Field, and Dateable AF. Maybe Katie Daly can come represent Conspiracy Farm, but Vincent might enjoy it as well. And Pam, hopefully Pam Walsh will join us. And Miss Lee, and we'll see who all can make it. And Jody and I will for sure be there. And so we'd love for y'all to come out and meet us face to face and enjoy shopping in that area. You'll get to meet our friend Carrie, and our marketing manager Ella will be there, and so it'll be lots of fun. And we hope you'll join us. So June 3rd, 2 to 5, whoever can make it, we'd love to see you.
Yes. And then before we exit, I did get a question from a friend of mine. Her name's Sarah, and she wanted to ask us this question. Are you ready, Shelly?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. What's your favorite guilty pleasure? It could be food, music, shopping. What's your favorite guilty pleasure?
My favorite guilty pleasure is being connected with somebody. Whatever that is, if it's out in community or having a margarita at Matt's or going to listen to live music or whatever. I just like being with people as much as possible.
I don't think you really understand what guilty pleasure is.
Well, I don't like shopping. I think shopping is awful.
No, guilty pleasure is when you enjoy something that is that other people kind of see it as not in high regard. A guilty pleasure is like eating a whole bag of I don't know, Talkies chips, or sitting in your backyard in your underwear, watching reruns on TV. It's playing a video game. A guilty pleasure is not like, oh, I love really connecting with people. That's a good thing. People see that in high regard.
They don't see it in high regard. Post-COVID, most people do not socialize at the level that I do. And they think it's crazy, the level of...
But you said connecting with others. If you're just like, I like hanging out with my friends a lot. Yeah, I agree. That's what
my biggest guilty pleasure is left field.
I know.
But everybody holds that in high regard.
Not everybody.
Well, a lot of people.
Some people hate left field.
What?
I mean, they're in the minority. Like, not most people love it, but whatever.
Whatever. That is my guilty pleasure.
I mean, there's things about Love Field I'm like, can we get rid of that? But, whatever. I definitely, Left Field is one of my guilty pleasures. I really love going to new restaurants and trying new foods and new places and drinking a good beverage with that. I also can't wait, and I hope I get to do this, but sleep into at least 7 a.m. 7 a.m.
I love that you were so judgy about my guilty pleasures, and then you named 2 things that everybody loves.
I don't know, because some people might be like, I do like watching Bravo. It's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yes, Bravo.
And I don't like smut books, but I love books about,
murder,
crime. That's definitely a guilty pleasure, which I shouldn't find a lot of pleasure in that.
Who sent in this question? Did you say
Sarah?
Sarah, thanks, Sarah. We're glad to answer any questions.
Yeah, she told me not to use her last name. So,
okay,
sorry.
That's fine.
She also said one other question, and it was, if you only had one choice of a new pet, which pet would you get? What would be a pet that you would like? If you had to have one, I guess. I know you don't want another pet.
I would get a pet plant.
Want another? A plant? That's not a pet, Shelly.
Well, some people would consider them pets.
And you wouldn't even take care of it. Adrian would.
Exactly. It would be an air plant.
A picture of a plant.
Exactly. I would probably one of those fake dogs.
Like a robot dog?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think I wish I had a bird, but only not one that lives inside or in a cage, but just a bird that, like, you know how like you have those ducks that just come to your yard?
Yes.
I wish that I either had ducks at the ranch that would just come and visit, or I had birds that I could just put a feeder out and I could see them every day and I could name them. But they got to be like out in the world. One time I went on a home visit when I would go to different kids' homes for school, and it was a great way to do conferences and get to know their families and everything. And this family had just a bunch of animals that were just free in the house. So they had bunnies and turtles and cats and dogs and birds just flying everywhere. And I just thought that was so interesting. I remember the little girl's name. I don't remember her last name, but her first name was Lily. And I think she had a brother, Rowan. And they were so cute. They had a great family. And I still have one of her art pieces in our house. When Zilker used to have these art shows that you could buy the art from the students, and they love selling their art. And it would make a lot of money for the arts and education program. But I remember going to their house, and I thought these birds were just flying around, and I was really nervous because I don't really like birds like big crows and things like that to fly around. But I do like watching birds in real life, like how they just kind of dart from place to place. So I would like to have some birds that they seem to know me and I seem to know them. But it's kind of, and ducks at the ranch, like you.
I love the ducks. Those are my favorite pets. And we've talked about the squirrels, and we've had the same squirrel in our backyard, and I feel like they know our family.
I think one of my guilty pleasures is also just hanging out with you, Shell Bell.
Oh, it is. Well, I love it, and I don't have any guilt about it. I love it.
Well, that's not what a guilty pleasure is. It's like you don't know what like the laminated list means.
I just like to make it my own.
I noticed.
Okay, well, I have some announcements. Hey, you guys, Attract Aesthetics. Go get a facial. And they're doing a Botox giveaway this month. All you have to do is like them on Instagram and tag a friend and follow. And she's doing Botox giveaway. And I had a great conversation with Chad Sims yesterday. Horns Legend wants to do some collaboration with Shody Media, and we're very excited about. And they're going to work on some merch for us to share with the community and send us some merch. And very excited for hornslegend.com. And we're going to add all that into our podcast notes. So check that out. But book with Attract Aesthetics and go see Andrea. And we're going to have her on the podcast, and y'all get to meet her and share her beauty tips with everybody. And yeah, lots of good stuff happening out there. And we hope y'all will come and join us and have some fun with us in real life. And see you out in left field. Regional starts May 30th. And yeah, they have a day game on May 30th. So head out to left field. Jody and I will not be there, but hopefully we'll make it out to another regionals game this coming weekend. And
but you can go see the ladies of left field. I know they will be there.
They will be there for sure. And so go enjoy that day and have lots of fun. And we hope to see you on June 3rd.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, send your live questions to us, and you don't have to be shy. You can drop your last name too, your first and last name. So
yeah, and you can explain the question, because I'm going to make up my own rules on
I know
the question.
I noticed that. Okay, well, we love you all. Thank you for being there. Please tap into these sponsors and people that are supporting the podcast and continue to listen. And we love you. And Texas.
Yeah.
That's your best one yet.